What's up, everybody? It's Nick from Rise Up Sports. I'm back with another video. This is going to be my second video on the channel. Thank you so much for the support on the first one. I know it's going to be a slow grind. It's part of it. I know starting out YouTube, it's not easy, but I'm looking forward to the grind. I'm going to be trying to post 3 times a week. I didn't really mention that in the first video, but 3 times a week is my goal. We'll see if we can get there. I know I'm busy with reaction therapy, just managing that and doing all the work that involves. So hopefully y'all can bear with me if I don't upload every single other day, basically, but I'm going to do my best. I love sports. I'm going to bring you all the sports content you want. Please let me know what you want to see in the comments below. I will do anything, any kind of content you want. I'm really knowledgeable with football, basketball, and golf. I don't know soccer, baseball, and other sports super well, but I can learn as part of this channel as I want to learn a little bit more about other sports. I have some really cool ideas, but I just need y'all's opinions on them, and I'll be using the community tab to see what y'all want. Anyway, I'm rambling. This video, as you can see from the title, will be about NBA free agency. I'm going to do a lot of videos about this, probably as it's the main topic right now. Summer League also coming up in the NBA, so I'll be talking a lot about that. But I really wanted to focus today on the Brooklyn Nets and KD and Kyrie. I'm just going to be talking in this video. I will also have videos where I react to different articles or different, videos if they come out. So, but today is just going to be a talking video. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but let's just get into it. So, I'm going to start with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a really good player and also a very flaky player. He doesn't play all the time. He kind of just quits when he wants to, and that's kind of him. My opinion on Kyrie and where he should go is I honestly think he should go to the Lakers, and I think he will end up on the Lakers. I think the Lakers are going to make a deal with Russell Westbrook, just get him out of there and try to get off of his contract for this year and take on Kyrie Irving, a much better player. I am projecting that Russ will be headed to the Nets along with THT, Taylor Horton-Tucker, and probably a future first-round pick. I think that would probably be enough for Kyrie. And then Kyrie and LeBron can play together again and make a run with Anthony Davis at a championship. I don't think they'll win just because I think AD as well as Kyrie are both kind of flaky and they don't play all the time. And Anthony Davis kind of more because of injuries, but Kyrie just because he kind of literally just plays whenever he wants. Now he has a huge contract this year, and it is a contract year for him. So will that affect his play? Will he play more because he wants a bigger deal next year? I think so. I think he'll try, especially if he's with LeBron. LeBron's not going to take any crap. And, Russ, even though he wasn't very good last year, he played his butt off. He tried. He was out there a lot. And I think because of that, LeBron was, fine with him, even though he was really bad. LeBron just wants you to compete and try. And that's why I thought it was very weird when Anthony Davis went to the Lakers, just because AD was not that type of player. He kind of just got injured all the time. It wasn't like super serious. And I was kind of surprised by that move. But nonetheless, I think the Lakers will make a trade for Kyrie, and it'll be Kyrie, AD, and LeBron trying to go at a championship. I just think they don't have enough talent, really. I mean, those 3, and then who else do you have? Carmelo Anthony. Like, that's kind of where, I can't really even think of a player that's worthy of saying their name. They lost Malik Monk in free agency. That was kind of their young player who was good. But other than that, they don't really have a whole lot. Austin Reeves, if you think he's any good, he might be. But other than that, you don't really have very much talent. I just don't even know what to say. Like, you have you have Kyrie and AD and LeBron if Kyrie gets traded. Like, that's good enough to maybe make the play-in tournament. I would say maybe a 6 or 5 seed at very best, but the West is loaded. Like, I don't see them getting anywhere above a 5 seed. And, I don't think I heard some analysts talk about this and say, especially Colin Cowherd mentioned this, how, it's not really about championships for the Lakers at this point. I don't think LeBron's thinking like that, but it's just to be relevant and to be in the playoffs. And I think that's totally true. Like, I think for sure that landing Kyrie would guarantee you a playoff spot because he's that good, but it won't get you anywhere else, in my opinion. I mean, LeBron's done it before, but LeBron's just so old at this point. I just don't think he has it. I mean, especially with AD. If AD was guaranteed to play 75 games this year, I might change my mind. But I don't. I think he'll end up playing 55. Like I just don't think he'll end up playing. Even close to 70. So that's kind of my take on the Lakers and the Nets. I think for the Nets, you obviously don't want to trade for Russell Westbrook, but if you're getting THT and a first round pick with Russell Westbrook, I think I would take that just because THT is a young player who is proven to be decent. He can at least help on the bench. You also get a first round pick, which all of Brooklyn's first round picks, they don't have really anymore. So yeah, you just don't have very many picks. So like any picks are going to be valuable. So that's kind of my take on Kyrie and the Lakers and the Nets with what I think the Nets should do, what I think the Lakers should do. Now moving on to KD, he's probably the bigger topic, bigger name to talk about right now. I truly believe KD will not go back to Golden State. That is a rumor that has been all over the place. KD will not go back to Golden State. It just won't happen. He is, just too much of a wuss, I think. I don't think he would go back to Golden State just because I don't think that would look good for him in the media. Like, oh, okay, so you tried it out for a couple of years and you couldn't do it, so you're going back to the champs, huh? Like, that would just be his legacy. It's like, oh, he couldn't win anywhere, but so he went to Golden State and just won, 3 rings with them. Like, that's what would happen. And I think I think if KD went back, they would definitely win next year. Like, I don't think there's any question about that. I don't see any team beating them if KD went there. I don't think Boston has a chance. I don't think the Sixers have a chance. I don't think the Heat have a chance. And those are all Eastern Conference teams, obviously. But, they're going to make their way through the West. Like, the Nuggets aren't going to do anything with them. The Grizzlies have no shot against that team. They're just too young. So there's really no team, in my opinion, that could even rival that. In my opinion, if I were the Nets, I would trade KD to the Portland Trailblazers to play with Damian Lillard. I think that would be really fun to watch as Dame is kind of going downhill. He's not downhill, but he's not in his prime anymore, I wouldn't say. Or he's right on the edge of being out of it. I think that would be a fun team to watch. You would have to trade probably Shaedon Sharpe and Anthony Simons to get that deal done, as well as like 3 or 4 first-round picks. I think that would do it. I think the Nets would do that, and I think that would give you an option to play Dame, Kyrie, and you also have Nasir Little and Yusuf Nurkic. I think that would be a good core to build around. Maybe you can try to get somebody in free agency that's left, like a player that's like kind of just there that could help you win, like a veteran maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe you make a deadline move and you try to trade Nasir Little and a pick for an all-star. Like, I don't know who. I can't even think of who it would be, but just somebody to pair up Dame, KD, Nurkic, and somebody else. I think that would be a chance to compete in the West, especially with Dame and KD, how good they are. Nurkic is a good defender. I mean, that's kind of all you need. I think that would rival that. I think that would rival teams in the West with that. I don't know. I would think they would match up pretty well with Golden State. I mean, you would definitely need a couple wing defenders, but KD can definitely match up with a Andrew Wiggins. Like that's a good matchup. Andrew Wiggins is a great defender, but KD against Andrew Wiggins, KD is 3 inches taller, can shoot from anywhere. So I think that'd be great. I think I would trade him to the Trailblazers if I were them. Where I think he's going to go, that's tough because I think he could go a lot of places. He wants to go to Miami or Phoenix. Phoenix, to me, has the best offer. I think Tyler Hero for the Heat would be interesting, but I don't think that would push the needle enough. In my opinion, KD should go to a team that obviously can compete right now, and I think that's Miami or Phoenix or Portland. But I also think for the Nets, they want the best package in return, and I think that has to be getting DeAndre Ayton. I think if you got DeAndre Ayton and you got Cameron Johnson and you got Mikal Bridges, like those 3 players, as well as like 3 first-round picks, Like nobody can really match that. And obviously people are going to say, "Oh yeah, well the Warriors have a better offer." Sure they do, but KD's not going to want to go there, and he has enough, I think he has enough pull in this uh possible trade that he's not going to want to go back there, and the Nets won't trade him there unless they just are like, "Screw you, we're going to trade you back." And I don't know why KD wouldn't want to go back, because I think that would be a guaranteed championship, but I don't think he will. But I think the Suns trading, DeAndre Ayton in a sign-and trade, Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson, and a couple picks for KD would make that team ready to compete right now. You can sign a backup center. I'm not even sure who their center would be. I guess it would be Dario Saric, which is not great. Maybe you can find another center somewhere else. I could be totally off on who they have, but you can definitely find a backup center somewhere to just be viable. And then you have KD, Devin Booker, and Jay Crowder and other guys like that. Maybe that wouldn't be good enough. I'm not sure. Maybe you can somehow finesse and not have to give away Cameron Johnson or Mikal Bridges and just give away one of those two and DeAndre Ayton in picks. Maybe that would be good enough. Obviously, I'm forgetting Chris Paul. I don't know why I forgot about Chris Paul. But yeah, so you would have Chris Paul, Devin Booker, KD. Is that good enough? We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it would be. I think KD brings any team to the next level, and I think the Suns are one level away from getting to the championship. So that's my opinion on that. So those are kind of my thoughts about KD and Kyrie and the Brooklyn Nets, and what the Brooklyn Nets should do and what the players should want to do. So if you have any other thoughts about that, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you want me to talk any deeper about this. If there's any videos or articles you want me to check out, let me know in the comments. That'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.